The Breakfast Club.
All right, now when we come back, we got to talk keeping up with the Kardashians. It looks like
we never talk about that.
They want to use mental illness and part of their next season.
Well, yeah, according to Entertainment Tonight, they're saying that a few of the sisters have filmed some scenes talking about Kanye, his hospitalization, his recovery, and this is going to be featured on the next season. Because, I mean, what a great storyline.
All right, well, that's the question. 800-585-1051. Are they wrong for using that as a storyline?
Should that be off limits because...
No, it shouldn't. They have a reality show. They deal with the reality of their lives. If they can have people transitioning through sexualities and smoking crack, they can have somebody playing fake crazy.
Yeah, but they said they're not going to put this where she got robbed.
And why are you saying he's playing fake crazy?
Playing fake crazy.
We don't know if he's playing fake crazy.
Stop.
You know what he's doing right
What's
now?
he doing?
He's doing A-Town appropriation. Because if you look at Kanye West, he's got his hair dyed blonde like A-Town.
Right.
He's trying to act like A-Town. If A-Town can't play, is A-Town crazy?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. But you know who hit me over the weekend? 50 Tyson. You remember him?
He hit me too. He's ready to do some interviews.
Time to move on. It's Monday. It's Monday. I hate Monday already.
He said he wasn't doing a collab.
I hate Monday.
No?
I hate Monday.
All right. 800-585-1051. Are they wrong for using that as a storyline?
No, they're not.
Call us up right now. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Now, Keeping Up with the Kardashians is coming back, and it looks like they're going to be talking about Kanye West and his mental illness.
Well, yes, according to Entertainment Tonight, they have filmed some scenes where they're talking about him being in the hospital, his recovery, and so on and so forth. Is this tacky, or is this what they should be doing? Because it's a reality show.
So now we trying to put barriers on where keeping up the parameters. We're trying to put those things on where the Kardashians can go with it. They're a reality show. They put everything else on TV. We done seen Lamar Odom be on crack. We done seen
he didn't want that out there though.
We done seen Bruce Jenner transition from a man to a woman.
Mm-hmm.
She wanted that out there.
Yeah.
Still though, like who cares?
My whole thing is they didn't put the Kim robbery allegedly. They weren't gonna put that.
I'm sure that's gonna be on there too. I'm sure that's going to be on there.
Illness. That man's allegedly going through some real ish. He's going through some real
problems. Why do y'all
problems.
keep saying allegedly?
Because it is allegedly.
I don't know.
The doctors have said that
the doctor said he was scared and he needed a hug.
That's not what the doctor said.
He was paranoid and what else?
He was suffering from severe depression.
Right. So he's scared and he need a hug.
We don't know. But I don't think they should put that because if it is true, then he doesn't want to see that on there. That might make it worse.
I think that's a conversation. I think that's a conversation they need to have with Kanye.
That's what you signed up for.
If Kanye is okay with them doing that and discussing it in a way that can be helpful to other people, fine. If he's not okay with it, because he's not in the footage, they're just discussing it, then they should be respectful of his wishes.
But is he in his mind or his right mind to say it is okay?
Now, listen, it could lead to a very productive conversation about mental illness in our community.
Right.
I don't know if I want a bunch of Armenians sitting around discussing a black man being mentally ill. I think that's a conversation we should be having amongst each other. But mental illness is a big thing amongst people, period, right? So I think that it could lead to a productive, healthy conversation about mental illness.
It's probably all in the approach.
Yeah, because a lot of us think we're sane and we're not.
All right, well, let's go to the phone lines. Hello, who's this?
Yeah, what's good? This is Kwaku from Flatbush.
What's up, bro? You think they should use the storyline of Kanye and mentally ill? Him being mentally ill?
I don't think so, because I think it's more exploitation than we already have. Because
well, the show is already filled with exploitation.
Exactly.
That's the point of it.
Like, there's no level to exploitation. You're either exploiting or you're not.
In our black community, often we use the word crazy, which is not even a real diagnosis. We have so much undiagnosed mental illness going around. Mm-hmm. And as parents, I'm from the West Indies, so a lot of times we say,
where are you from?
I'm from Haiti.
Okay.
Sao passe?
Nabule.
I knew that was going to happen as soon as you said that.
Yeah, I mean...
We diss our kids, we call them bad, or we see these homeless people out here, we call them crazy. And there's so many bipolar or schizophrenic people out here that they don't get the right treatment that they deserve, and they just get... they just get whatever.
I would say that too, but I think a lot of times when kids don't act right, that's the first thing they say. They have, what is it?
ADD, ADHD.
But sometimes it ain't that. It's just the kid acting bad.
Sometimes they just need their ass kicked, right?
Absolutely.
Sometimes they just need a good ass beating. You know, when I was young, how many times they tried to diagnose me with stuff and put me on stuff, and all my daddy had to do was whip me one good time?
No, it's the truth. Well, even with Logan. Logan was acting bad when he was younger. And I remember everybody was like, well, he might have ADD. He got his ass whooped once, twice. After that boy fixed up immediately. Grades good, no problem. Sometimes it's just you need that little foot in your ass.
Now I'm not saying that all this stuff don't exist. All I'm saying is sometimes when you give these kids those diagnoses, you give them excuses.
That's right.
All right?
I agree
And
with
you
that.
also don't want to put your kids on medication if you can avoid it.
Absolutely. Hello, who's this?
Adrian.
Hey,
You sound
mama.
pissed.
No, I'm not pissed. It's just early. I'm on my way to work.
It's Monday and it's early. We understand.
Can you
Carry
turn on
on.
Bluetooth right fast? Because you sound...
Okay.
Go ahead, mama.
I can talk a little louder. Okay. I'm calling in reference to the Kardashians using mental health on the next season.
Go ahead.
I think it's awesome. I don't think it's wrong at all because it goes unnoticed in our communities too often and people lose their lives behind it a lot. It's just like stress. It's a silent killer. So I think it's great.
So you think it's beneficial for that to be on the show? People can see it.
Absolutely. It'll make people more comfortable with coming out and talking to somebody about what's going on inside their head.
And by the way, baby, stress is not a silent killer. I can see stress all over somebody's face. You see these 20-year-old kids that look 50, stressed.
They stressed. 800-585-1051. We're talking to Kardashians on a new season. They're going to be talking Kanye West, his mental illness. That's going to be part of the storyline. Is that foul? 800-585-1051. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Change morning, everybody. It's DJ MV Angela Yee, Charlamagne the God. We are the Breakfast Club. Now, if you just joined us, we're talking Kim Kardashian. Well, the Kardashian, keeping up with the Kardashians, I should say. It seems like they're going to make Kanye West and mental illness part of the storyline next season. Is it foul? I say some things are meant not for television.
Shut up.
But if he's cool with it, I think it brings a different side because people do deal with mental illness, and if it could come out and it could help somebody else, I think that's a good thing. But
it's a hard thing for their show to not address it at all because it was such a huge deal in the press. So if it doesn't come up,
it's
somehow,
the Kardashians. Everything they do ends up on television. Why are we acting surprised and all of a sudden want to call them tacky and say the exploitation has gone too far?
It's been like that.
It's been like that. Like, stop it.
Yeah, but I don't want
It's
them to
the
exploit
brands.
somebody that doesn't want to be exploited. Like I'm sure Lamar Odom didn't want his whole crack stuff coming out like that.
Well,
on
you
that
shouldn't
show.
have smoked crack and be married to a Kardashian.
He did have a whole spin-off show with Khloe. So
Exactly.
Yeah, but
part
it
of the
wasn't about
agreement.
crack. Then it wasn't called smoking crack with the
Well,
Kardashians.
that was part of his life.
If you want to smoke crack in peace, don't marry a Kardashian. If you want to be crazy in peace, mentally ill, don't marry a Kardashian. If you want to transition from a man to a woman in peace, don't marry a Kardashian. Stop it.
All right. Hello, who's this?
Hi, this is Jen from Providence.
Hey, Jen, what do you think?
I mean, I think mental illness is definitely something that needs to be addressed in the black community because a lot of times we see these artists acting like what we say is crazy, but it is mental illness. But do I think the Kardashians are the people to come out and put that? No, absolutely not. Like their mental illness is like white privilege mental illness. Look at Scott Disick.
Well, Kanye's not white. First of
Y'all
all.
just jumped the shark. This just went too far. White privilege has his own mental illness now?
Yes.
What the hell is going on?
No, what I'm saying is white privilege mental illness, like Scott Disick, rich and all this other stuff, and he's dealing with a mental illness, but it's something that they created. Like he didn't have.
Well, now I thought he went to rehab on the show.
He went to rehab because he's a drunk.
Is there a white privilege drunk too?
Maybe.
Huh?
Yeah, there is.
Why
Kanye's not
people
white.
live on this whole other planet than us? Why do we act like white people are not human
my
beings
goodness.
too? There's a different level of mental illness for white people.
That's what she said.
Privileged white people.
White privilege mental illness.
I guess so. Hello, who's this?
Hi, this is Georgia.
Hey, Georgia. Good morning. We're talking Kim Kardashian. Of course, on the storyline next season, they're going to be talking about Kanye West and mental illness. What do you think about it?
I think that it is a good thing that they're doing this because mental health has been stigmatized forever since it came out. It is pretty recent that it came out. Freud wasn't that long ago. And this is a great opportunity to help encourage people to go get the help they need.
Right.
Yeah.
And anybody that might have been previously embarrassed about issues they've been having,
stop
this
it.
could be helpful.
By the way, when have the Kardashians ever had anything of socially redeeming value on their show? Like stop it. Like when? Like when has any of these problems ever came up on the Kardashians and somebody said, you know what, I'm not going to smoke crack anymore because I saw Lamar Odom on the Kardashians.
Well,
and
when
he
it
looked
equals
bad.
ratings, it can be very helpful for.
I mean, they had some serious issues. Remember that one time
They
that
have a lot
Khloe
of
was a little
serious
too
issues
big
now.
and she wanted to lose weight? That was serious. I'm sure that helped a lot of obese people out there.
First of all, it's a difference between white privilege weight and regular weight, okay? Khloe has the money to go get all of that sucked out and lose 40 pounds and get sculpted and get a new ass and breast. That's white privilege weight loss, all right? Clearly, black weight loss is smoking crack and catching AIDS, all right? Clearly.
You know what? What's the moral of the story?
There's no moral to the story. It's the damn Kardashians, okay? There's no levels to exploitation. You're either getting exploited or you're not getting exploited, okay? Kanye, you're part of the family. You're getting exploited.
Damn.
You signed that contract.
Damn it, man. All right.
It's a cold world out here. It really is.
All right. Well,
hopefully they'll approach it in the right way when they do it.
Yeah, right. We got rumors on the way, Yee?
Well, let's talk about the Kardashians some more and this whole Black China just trying to trademark the name.
That's her name.
Not yet. She's not married yet. Also, Bill Cosby will give you an update on what's going on with his sex crimes, his alleged sex crimes, what he's been accused of.
We shouldn't do no Bill Cosby updates until he dies.
Stop it.
I'm being honest with you. That should be the last Bill Cosby update we do. We've done enough.
Let you know what's going on.
All right. All that and more. Keep it locked. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.